Guys up. Leave.
42. Exit.
Undercrunch.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And Green with a catch left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Everyone got 4.
88.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Hey, 626. Buzz. Hey,
now Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
57
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dap.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
368. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 29 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Mixon with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. 12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 24.
Go.
First and 10 for Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on second and 10. Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 42 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
26.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Alpha. You Mike.
Here's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
You got nothing.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 50. Hey, 2. Pick up the ball. 57 to Mike.
Throwing again. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final act of the first half. Dalton airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run here with Mixon. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because of what...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's just me and you.
Motion.
93, 52, 93, 44, 47.
And now to the air, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
368! Let's
go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back to Mixon on 1st down. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Gets past 1 man. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Check. Shit.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He completes it to Boyd. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, take 26.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati.
That would be their last points of the game.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.